Hi, church. Happy Wednesday. Continuing with our little series on how to love your church family, this week I'm going to be talking about giving. So, again, this is something our church does so well, just like connecting and just like serving. I'm always so humbled and inspired by the stories of generosity from people in our church. But I was thinking about what angle to kind of come at this with, and I was thinking, I could talk about how stewardship is such a huge part of the Christian life, or I could talk about how Jesus talked more about finances or more about money than prayer and faith combined. Isn't that crazy? But I'm actually going to take it kind of from the angle again of family, since this is Family Day month and we're talking about house rules right now in the sermon series. So if we kind of continue with the parallel between our natural families and our spiritual families, I was thinking I loved how Cameron kind of laid out those differences and the foundational differences between ancient Hebrew and ancient Greek family cultures this last Sunday at church. So I think a lot of those values actually seep into how we view finances in the context of family today. In our Western view of family, which seems to me to be more founded on Greek principles than Hebrew principles, we see the family as supporting the individual rather than the individual supporting the family. Because of that, finances are divided between every member who is added, and they become kind of a commodity to be fought over or hoarded carefully. In what I think is a more biblical, or Hebrew, as Pastor Cameron talked about on Sunday, view of family, we see the individual as a player on the family team. In Hebrew cultures, if you think about it, families typically worked in a family business for generations. And then because of that, every member was seen as a valued player, as someone who could bring their giftings and their resources and add it to the team's mission. I think we should see church in the same way. We are a team on a mission. We aren't giving our finances to see what we as the individual can get from the church and get out of it, but to invest in the overall family mission. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying we're all going to pool our finances and become a cult or something. But what I am saying is that sometimes I think our individualistic mindset in our natural kind of Western families has influenced how we see bringing finances to our spiritual family. We may see it as taking away from what our personal financial goals are. But if our goals are the same as the families, to know Jesus and to make him known, then giving isn't even a question. Giving then feels like a strategic investment in your goals and an investment in the generations to come. It's giving just back to the family that's given to you, the church. So my prayer is that we would be excited to give as an overflow of our excitement to be in the family of God and to be part of this team, this family team that's on a mission. So in case you're new to Impact or new to giving at Impact, here are some practicals on the hows of how you can give at Impact. So in person, if you're coming to in-person services, we have our giving kiosk, and there you can give by cash or check. Just make sure that you make your checks out to Impact Church-Kingston, not just Impact Church. Or you can give at the giving kiosk with our debit machine. Or you can give through e-transfer. I know a lot of people do that by just emailing info@impactkingston.com. Or you can give online through the online giving button on the website. So thank you again, church, for loving your church family through generosity. And I'll see you on Sunday.